I'd have 5 people in the room, 3 would say one suspect and 2 would say the other.
Will APD ever name the West Mesa killer? Tonight, APD names names.
It's been almost 9 years since the first bones were discovered, and the killer still has not been found in the West Mesa murders.
The man who was in charge of the investigation then is now the police chief. Today, he sat down with News 13's Marissa Lucero, who asked if APD is any closer to naming a suspect. Marissa is live downtown at APD headquarters.
Well, Dean, Jess, today we threw 2 names at the chief, names that have been associated with this case for years. He spent nearly 20 years as an Albuquerque cop. During those years, he oversaw the city's biggest murder mystery, the West Mesa investigation. Frustrating that we don't have a suspect 9 years later.
Right, very frustrating. It was a big case.
Geyer returned last month as interim police chief. He says the gruesome nature of the case and the fact that it remains unsolved stayed with him all these years.
I think we were close. We had what we kind of called the war room, where everybody that was part of the task force worked, and I saw that room go. It was one of my conference rooms. I saw it go from a few desks, a few pieces of paper, to boxes and pictures on the walls, timelines.
In 2009, a woman was walking her dog near 118th Street and Dennis Chavez when she came upon a bone. In 1 month, investigators found the shallow graves of 11 women. But after nearly a decade, APD isn't any closer to naming a suspect.
A suspect is actually somebody that we would be anticipating charging with the crime. And I don't think we ever reached that stage to develop enough grounds or enough probable cause to point fingers at an individual.
We asked the chief about 2 people we know APD has looked at but has never publicly called suspects, Joseph Blea and Lorenzo Montoya. Montoya was killed in 2006 at his South Valley home, less than 2 miles away from the West Mesa burial site. He choked to death a prostitute at his home, then was shot to death by the woman's pimp.
The similarities were there. He was killed. One thing we had was his home, which we went through every piece of that, you know, from his carpeting to anything he had in the home and in his vehicle, and nothing panned out.
Blea is a serial rapist who's in prison, but Geyer says investigators simply couldn't tie him to the murders.
I think there are 2 strongest candidates, so to speak, as the main suspects, but you know what? Sometimes there's a surprise, and there may be some person that we never even looked at.
Now that he's back with the department, the chief says it's his goal to try and solve the case and bring closure to the women's families.
I think in the back of everybody's minds is, if we could win this one, I mean, that would be the biggest victory for this city.
The chief says the cold case investigator who is currently working it is also determined to one day say case solved. He says you ask any of the investigators still at APD who know the case well, and they are split on who they think the killer is. Back to you.